Hello and welcome YouTube to the Minecraft 3X project on Metro Hero 2012 channel. This is now episode 9 we're moving into of each of our episodes are each of our episodes are a half hour. So episode 9 we're looking at 4.5 hours of gameplay. And then on episode 10 it will finally be the 5-hour mark, and then we're going to try switching skins. However, the only thing wrong with that is that we actually I've already filmed episode 11 without switching skins, so the first skin is going to have to last 11 episodes, but then from there we're going to be switching it rather promptly every 10 episodes. So hopefully we can get to 100 episodes sometime soon, and hopefully it'll have caught on by then. But right now I'm going to just straighten up my mind a little bit, and this is just something I like doing, is a long hallway that goes down, but the ceiling's all the same height, so the ceiling gets significantly bigger as it goes along. And you'll see when I actually make a mine that goes down that I do the same thing there, and I'm thinking that's typically what I'm going to be doing with my mining. And I finally did find out how I'm going to check what level I'm on. It's a very simple, easy tool, and I will be telling you guys in a future episode. I'll be telling you how to check your level and what level you typically find diamond and other materials on. A lot of rare materials are specifically on certain levels, so yeah. As you can see right here, I'm digging my canvases, and hang on just a second. I'm back, sorry about that. I was honestly just checking to make sure that I was filming the correct episode, because if I wasn't, that would be very bad, because I'd be playing it off as it was episode 9, and if it weren't, that would not be good. But yeah, we're right now definitely on episode 9, so good thing I double checked. Now I know for a fact. And right now we are starting our first mining cave, I guess you could call it. And like I told you earlier, I'm going to make it a very long hallway that's going to have steps going down, and you'll kind of see what I mean in a little bit. It looks really cool, so if you guys want to do it in your worlds, I highly recommend it, just because it looks so awesome, and every time you go down in the mine you feel a lot like a badass. So if you want to follow along, feel free. Otherwise, if you think it's dumb and a waste of time, I totally understand and pretty much agree with you, so no worries. Excuse me. But yeah, I'm just covering my tracks up with cobblestone, and I'm not going to be totally OCD and come back and fill that in with stone. It would be a lot of work just to make everything look perfect, so especially for these mining tunnels, I don't really care if it's cobblestone. Then me, for a fact, I will know if it's cobblestone that I broke it, so I may or may not want to go back in there, depending on what actually happened. Now this tunnel is going to be the longest of my tunnels, because it's probably going to go down, well, maybe not the longest. It's going to be probably the only one where I have the hallway going like that, just because it's so much work for not a lot of payoff. So you know, we'll see. Anyways, we're going to have, I believe, a live commentary in the next couple of episodes, probably more so 3 episodes from now or so. And when I do that, it's obviously going to be live. There's not going to be a voiceover recording. You're going to be hearing everything live from me. And I think that's going to be when I'm kind of building and designing my different buildings that I'm going to have in my town, and or going out looking for sheep and setting up a farm. Still don't know yet. We'll have to find out soon. But clearly there is a reason I sped this up in 3 times, because everything takes forever. And I appreciate you staying around and watching it, just because obviously the fun stuff isn't happening right now. But this world is all going to be completely legit. So I know someone I really look up to is Syndicate, because he has such an amazing series that he did. The Minecraft project he's on 400 episodes now, and it's going to end on 400. But man, if you could have 400 episodes, that's just crazy. I think like I might classify mine as seasons and make it like 10 or 15 episodes of the season. I still don't know yet, but man, 400 episodes is crazy. I haven't even gotten to 10 yet, and it seems like it's been a long way. So I can't even imagine what would be established in my world if I do 400 episodes. But then again, he does a lot of them are like live comms, so he has 2 hours of gameplay each, and he just commentates during them and then reposts them. I'm speeding it up so it doesn't take quite as long, and you guys can see every block still. But like I said, there will be episodes where I will be live counting them and doing some fun things. But as of right now, we're getting ourselves set up, and we still don't have everything set up. I believe this might be the episode I go out and kind of start a wheat farm, just because it's a necessary thing to do. You can't go very long without food, and I do get food other ways. I've had steak since the beginning, and that's made me last, and then apples falling from the trees and whatnot. I have been good for food, but eventually I won't be, especially if I just keep mining all day. And then you just got a first glimpse of what that tunnel's actually going to look like, and I am going to come back and finish that off in the main entrance as well. And then, cobblestone piles building up. But like I said, I am going to build a building right around that mine and make it look a little bit better and make it look a little bit more defined compared to other buildings. I'm thinking about making a door on the other side of my cabin just because I'm sick of walking around it. And it sounds ridiculous, but it is what it is. And then once I get more sheep and I can dye their wool and reproduce them, I'll be able to make things out of colors like art and stuff like that, and maybe even set up a road system. I actually had roads in one of my other games, and that was kind of fun. But you know, we'll see where it goes. Still looking to field suggestions and definitely stuff like music. I know right now I have some kind of crazy music playing compared to what I normally do. I normally have some soft Beethoven, but I thought maybe everyone's getting sick of Beethoven. I don't know. I thought it was kind of a good music to have for a gameplay, live commentary, voiceover, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, and then I apologize. In my other episodes, I've been kind of talking about random stuff that's really not relevant at all. I know for a fact I've been talking about MLB The Show and Elder Scrolls, and I know that's not something people are watching for. They're watching for Minecraft. So I do apologize for doing that, and I promise I'm not going to make this a talk show about my other games. This is going to be a Minecraft channel, so I apologize for doing that in the first place, and it's not going to happen anymore, so please don't worry. But I am really, really excited for this series. I know it hasn't caught on at all. I mean, the first video has many more views than the other ones, so I mean, that speaks in itself that my content is not interesting enough. But hopefully I will get to a point that people will think it's interesting, because I'll be building some cool things. The cabin hasn't been perfect, but it is what it is. I'm trying, and I don't know exactly what kind of content Minecraft viewers are looking for. I know you kind of want to learn how to do stuff, but as of right now, I really just know how to do this. I'm not huge into knowing absolutely every secret. I do know some here and there, and I will be teaching you what I do know eventually when I get to that point. But as of right now, I'm kind of setting up things for the future. So when I need something, I'm going to come down here. And as you can see, it does look pretty nice, so pretty hard to complain about how everything's coming along. Even though it takes so long to do it, it's still looking very, very nice. So like I said, I really like making things right the first time. And I know there's still some cobblestone hanging around everywhere, but this mine is going to look very nice. Anytime I need materials, I'm going to come here, and then my tunnels will be labeled as to what level they go to. And I think it's next episode that I find my cave underground. But that wraps it up for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for the next episode. Sorry guys, I just really want to quick apologize. This has actually been episode 8. I totally misread what episode we were on, so I'd been saying 9, but this is 8, so my apologies.